Good morning, guys. It's Monday morning and I am rushing as per usual to get out the door. I checked last night how long it was going to take me to get to the job and it said 26 minutes at whatever time I was planning on leaving, and then I just checked again and it said 33. I pretty much need to get out the door in the next like 3 to 4 minutes, so we will see if that... No, you know what? It's happening. I was just tying up my shoes, my work shoes, because I washed them over the weekend and they came untied. We're starting off the week strong. Oh great, my battery is flashing. So do we have another one? Hopefully I have another one in my car, because if not, I'm just gonna have to talk to you on my phone. Here is my coffee that I luckily prepared last night. We're gonna bring a cheese stick. We're gonna bring a green apple. Usually I would cut this up, but I do not have time today, so I'm just going to eat it with some peanut butter instead of slicing it up. My work lunchbox, I'm gonna pack it up. Doing the apple and peanut butter. I'm doing a protein bar today. And then I'm gonna pack some cashews and cheese. I might pack some crackers as well. And I will talk to you guys in the car.
I'm grateful for the position in life I have right now.
Okay, good morning, guys. I'm a little less frantic now that I'm finally on the road. I am seriously mad at my app, but I should have just probably left 5 minutes earlier. But hopefully I'll be getting there right around on time. The job's pretty far today. It's like pretty much as far as you can drive from my area in Boise, but that's okay. Today we're doing a day one of a pack-up job. I'm only scheduled on this particular day, so I don't know actually how many days they're gonna be at her house packing up. I guess I'll find out today. Definitely let me know if you guys like these, or you know, it won't hurt my feelings if you're like kind of just prefer the normal vlogs, especially because I'm vlogging, you know, I'm posting less now. So if you don't want to see these, or you only want to see these like every few months, I totally understand that as well. Anyway, we'll see what this job brings. I think there's 4 of us scheduled, and we'll see how much we get packed up today. I do have a chiropractor appointment at 5:30 today for my neck. I actually have not been to the chiropractor in several years. I was going for a really long time for neck pain. My voice sounds so tired today because it is my first time speaking. You know when your voice just sounds tired because you're talking for the first time? You guys are the first person I'm talking to today, so bear with me. I woke up with like a kinked neck on Friday, and it's already Monday. It really hasn't gotten much better. It's a little bit better, but I keep thinking like, oh, I'll just go to sleep and it'll be better. It still is really bugging me. So yesterday I scheduled a chiropractor appointment. I am so tired. I have not had a sip of my coffee yet. I need to have my protein bar, have a little bit of coffee, and wake up, because it's definitely a dreary Monday fall morning vibe today. Cloudy, dreary. I started my period this morning, so if I'm a little bit like dead in this vlog, you know why. Just after work traffic things. It's been really a minute since the post work day car chat with Lindsey. I am in a rush. I was not able to talk to you guys before actually getting in the car and driving, which I usually like to. I don't know. I mean, I'm not driving right now. I am driving, but I'm at a light. I am rushing to my chiropractor appointment because they told me this morning that they would love if I got there early because it's a new place to fill out paperwork, and I'm the last appointment of the day. And I was like, I honestly am just heading to work right now. I don't think I'm gonna have time to fill out the paperwork. I was like, I'll get there as soon as I can, like planning to kind of get there by 5:30. My GPS says I'm gonna get there at 5:22, but it is, you know, 5 o'clock traffic right now, so we'll see. But I feel like even if I get there a little early, that'll be enough to like hopefully do the paperwork. Anyway, let's catch up a little bit. I mean, the job went fine. It's actually day one of 4 days. So these clients are doing a Luxe Tidy Moves, which is one of our newer services where we basically move the client, like pack up everything they want us to pack up for them, and then there is a team of like actual movers that comes in and does the moving part. We are not movers, But sometimes we feel like movers on days like today when we're lifting a bunch of heavy boxes, packing stuff into the boxes, like in the sense of, we are like movers in the sense that we will pack and unpack like everything and set it up. So the Tidy Luxe moves is also like when the clients get to their new home, if they want us to, we can unpack and like set everything up for them. We don't do like the furniture, you know what I mean? We're not like lifting heavy stuff, but we can set up their kitchen, we can set up their pantry, we can like put stuff into their drawers and cabinets. So today was just day one of the packing up of the initial house. I think the camera is just blurry and I'm not sure for how long, so I apologize. It went fine. These jobs are always a little physically exhausting because it's a lot of, like I said, packing up boxes, putting together boxes, lifting the boxes, going up and down the stairs with the boxes. So it's definitely physically demanding more than other jobs. I'm glad that I'm going to the chiropractor after work today, and I'm so upset with myself because I don't know if y'all can tell, you might not be able to tell, I got a stain on this is actually one of my newer work shirts. I don't usually wear this one. I keep it in my drawer as like a backup, and both of my ones are like still in the laundry from this weekend. Like I hadn't put them away yet, so I pulled this one out this morning and I got a oil peanut butter stain in the middle of my shirt. And this is how I appeared at, you know, half of the job today, and also how I will be walking into the chiropractor. I don't think you can even see it on the camera. Like, it could be a lot worse, but I just hope it comes out. I'm just in a yappy mood because I feel like I'm always just like catching y'all up. But yeah, we finished the job at like 4:40 today, but a lot of times we'll finish the job like right around 4:30. That's always our goal. So we cut it off today like right at like 4:40, and it was perfect timing for me to leave. I'm working tomorrow as well. We are scheduled for a garage. The only thing is 75% chance of rain tomorrow, so I am like, maybe the garage would actually, I think it's only supposed to rain at like 2 in the morning tonight, so it'll probably be fine and dry by the morning. But if for some reason things are still really wet, we might postpone it. When you get all comfy on the couch and then realize you don't have your phone. Let me find that. I am home at last. It's 7:30. My chiropractor appointment went good. It was just long. I forgot that because it was like my first time going to a new place. They do, you know, they like do x-rays and they want to like figure out what's going on before they start treating you. So I did get adjusted, and I honestly already feel a good amount better. So I'm happy about that, and I'm gonna go for a follow-up appointment in a couple days because we did take x-rays. I've been also having some back pain, so I feel like it'll just be good to go. Luckily this year, for me, compared to the last few years, I have good health insurance. It's very affordable. That's the best part about it. I don't know how good it is, but it's very affordable. So I get to go to the chiropractor for like $10. My therapy costs $10 a session. It's honestly mind-blowing compared to what I even just paid a few years ago. I was absolutely starving on the way home. I went to my appointment and I didn't finish that till like 6:30, so I did get Wendy's on the way home. I got nuggets, fries, and a lemonade. Their lemonade is really good. I feel like it's stepped up. I don't know, I haven't had it in a while. I am exhausted. I was planning on having leftovers, but I had to go pick something up at our old house because I've been getting some packages and mail delivered there still, unfortunately, over the past few months. So I actually had a birthday card to pick up, which was great, but that was a little bit out of my way, and I didn't get back here until 7:30, and we got to do it all over again tomorrow. So I am truly like, I am the most like after work. If we finish before like 3:30 or like maybe 3, I usually have a decent amount of energy left to like do something. If we finish after 5, or it was just a particularly long day, I am just like full dead mode. So I have my little headband on. I have a makeup wipe brought over to the couch because we are about to enter laying mode, and I'm supposed to ice. I got a free ice pack from the chiropractor. They were very like really nice. So I don't know, feeling pretty good about my new chiropractor, and I get like 18 appointments a year for literally $10, which is honestly kind of crazy to me. I know this whole day I've just been like chatting to the camera, but hopefully you still enjoyed hanging out with me. I am super exhausted, my back hurts, and I just have to be honest. I also started my period today, so my body is like truly shutting down. I'm bloated, I'm just like a mess. So forgive me for starting this vlog on a day like that, because it's probably gonna get worse as the next few days come and as my cycle keeps going. Maybe we're cycle sisters. Maybe you're feeling the same vibes as me these past few days. We'll see if my job happens tomorrow. I have a feeling it's going to go as planned, but we'll see. They sent out a text that we're like watching the weather and we're gonna decide in the morning if we're gonna do it or not. I would have shown you guys dinner. I was planning on having chili leftovers that we had last night, but I was actually feral starving after the chiropractor and I had to go and get food. We're really hanging out in this vlog, as you can tell. It's the week of my cycle, so anything could happen. Mental breakdown, anything. Good morning, y'all. It is my first beanie of the season. It's a little windy today, a little cloudy. It rained last night and we got a text about our garage that it is still on. I definitely slept in this morning and neglected some of my getting ready, but it's fine. The job wasn't too far away today, which is nice. It's like 15 minutes from my house, which is always convenient when it's, you know, pretty close. There is a team of 6 of us and I think it's a 2-car garage. We have before photos. It's very filled. There's a lot in it. Half of it is being used for like storage, and then I think they want to park like at least 1 car in their garage this winter. So that is going to be the goal of today, to do a big edit, clear out a bunch of stuff with them. I have a little cozy coffee, and today after work I'm actually going to stop by our storage unit. So I will talk to you guys more about that later. All right, I'm about to be making my turn, so I will see y'all after work. Job right around 3:30 today, which is actually pretty early for a garage. We kind of got like a fire lit under our butts at around like 1:45, 2 o'clock, because it said it was gonna rain and it was getting all windy and cloudy and it was thundering for like an hour, and we brought in a lot of the stuff into the garage because we clear everything. So we use the driveway, we use the grass to separate everything from the garage into categories, and then we put stuff back when it's ready. So we had a bunch of stuff out and we were like, oh my gosh, it's gonna rain. It literally just thundered and it was super windy and it totally seemed like it was gonna rain. There was like the lightest of drizzles, but it was just thundering and it never actually rained, which is actually a little bit unsatisfying because we always get sweaty on the garage days, and we were all like, no, we like wanted to feel the rain like just for a minute, you know? So, but yeah, today was definitely one of those that like, it wasn't the most beautiful transformation. Like we were a little bit at the end, we were kind of like, we wish that there was more we could have done, but it's a small garage. They wanted half of it for a car and the other half, they really didn't want to get rid of a lot of stuff, which is fine. Like it's more of some people's intentions with organizing to just organize what they have and make the system better, rather than you definitely get a much bigger and more drastic or like better transformation of a before and after when you get rid of more things, especially large things like in a garage. So, you know, we got the best after that we could. They got rid of a couple things, but it was more of a tight squeeze, like putting everything back that they wanted to put back, and we would have liked it to be a little bit more open, a little bit less things shoved at the end. But again, you know, that's not our home. That's just the after that, you know, sometimes is more, what's the word? It's just more like satisfying at the end when you get that sort of an after. But again, it's just up to people what they want. I've said this before, but they're the jobs that I struggle the most with. I am very motivated with organizing by like the pretty and aesthetic. I just struggle with garage a lot. You find a lot of categories and tools and car parts and lots of things that are kind of hard to categorize. So it's very nice to have a team because I could never do it on my own. So I definitely always struggle with garages, but we are in our garage season right now until November. So about a month left of our garage season of the year. So I'm working a lot of jobs. Everybody's basically working a lot of garages these days. But that was my last day of tidy style for the week. I do have some donations. If well, you honestly can't really tell. I kind of said they didn't get rid of that much, but it basically did fill my car. The stuff they are getting rid of, some of this stuff is mine. Like this Hulken bag is mine, and my car is actually a disaster right now. I was literally just eating my food from my work lunch. My car really needs help right now. It's so messy with work and other things, but these are the donations. I wanted to film my little clip talking to y'all before I drop them off, but I'm actually at the thrift store and I'm about to drop these off right now. So that is a service that we can do if the clients want. So I offered to do it today because it was pretty much already on my way home. I was going to be running errands anyway, so I'm about to go do that, and then I have to go to our storage unit, which luckily it's pretty close to where I am now. It's like less than 10 minutes away, so I'm always running to our storage unit nowadays because I am now our Amazon store manager. I'll actually talk more about it when I'm actually doing more of it this week, because I always have a work from home day every week where I do stuff for it. So I'll talk more about it then, I guess, because I'm getting self-conscious of this entire vlog being me chatting in the car. After a garage, I'm always exhausted, more than usual jobs, but I feel about the same exhaustion level as yesterday, actually. There is a horse to my left. I am not making this up. I don't know where I am, but there is a horse. There's the donation center up there for the thrift store. I do feel like this is overall going to be, and already has been, a very chatty vlog, just because I haven't updated you guys on work stuff in a while. That was my day. I'm pretty happy we got the garage done in 6 hours. That's actually pretty fast. A lot of times we don't finish the garages till like 5:30. My coworkers are so amazing and everyone's so hardworking, and it truly is just like such a team effort to make it all happen. So I just love my coworkers so much, and I'm just literally every day, legitimately every day, I'm so appreciative of the team I work with. I love everybody that I work with. I feel like that's so rare from people I've talked to, and I truly mean that. Like, there's not one person that I don't think is the best, like, sweetest, greatest person to work with on our team, and it just makes me so happy, and I feel so lucky to have that work environment. So I'm just having one of those moments of like, I just love my coworkers. Okay, I am in a good mood today after work, which is always nice. Let's go drop off these donations and head to the storage unit. It just started raining a little bit now that I got to the storage unit, so I'm gonna try to be kind of quick. But this is my work Hulken bag. It's one of those like really big rolling bags that you can put a good amount of weight in, and then just, mine's looks a little funny right now because I had it folded up in my car, weirdly, but you can fit so much in these. We actually use these. They're in our unit. We use them at work. This is what I use here. This is what I use to take our Amazon packages to UPS, which I do now. We have a lot of heavy boxes of things that I'm sending out to Amazon. So I love this thing because it's so much better than lifting. I can just roll. I changed my mind. I'm just gonna carry this in because it was like way too heavy to pull in and pull out. So you can use these in your car when you're dropping donations because a lot of things are like dirty. So I'm gonna drop this off and go get myself a little Amazon product. We have lots of Amazon product back here, so that is what I'm grabbing some of today to send out some things either later this week or next week. Now I need to grab some drawer dividers, which we are just beginning to be low on Amazon. So we have 2 colors. I'm going to try to grab 30 packs of each color. I'm going to work on labeling and sending those out, like I said, in the next probably week or so. By the way, these are Tidy Style branded products. We have a lot more products that we recently launched on Amazon. So these are the drawer dividers, which is one of my favorite kitchen products. I have them in my kitchen. This is a 4-pack of the white bamboo ones. We also have these in like a natural wood color. Those are actually on sale on Amazon right now. We have pantry label packs, spice label packs. The pantry label packs were actually something new that launched a few weeks ago, so those are new. I use those. I've been using those in my pantry for like over a year now. We have metal bin clips. I'll insert like a photo or a video of what those look like. They like go on baskets, and we have those in like 3 different colors, I think. 3 different colors. Now I'll take these to my car, about 30 packs, and we'll get more. Okay, I grabbed all my Amazon product, and this weekend I actually purchased some Container Store product from our inventory because we get an employee discount. Obviously, as you can tell, we get a lot of our organizing products from the Container Stores. It's some of these bins that I want to use in the office because I don't have like desk drawers in there, so they're actually going to help me organize my Tidy Style Amazon stuff and just some of the other things that I have. These bins, the multi-purpose bins from the Container Store, fit really nicely under there. I already have one in there, and I was like, oh, I could actually just like utilize these for the space. So I think it's hopefully going to work out. So I'll try to show you guys when I set that up maybe this week. With our employee discount, I ordered 4 of the small, which are these, and then 3 of the medium. 4 small, 3 medium. Okay, there's my 4 small. We use these on like every job that we do. We use them in the garage. We use them like they're pantries. They're really helpful, and they're really affordable too. And here's my medium ones. I've been here for like 40 minutes or something, so it's time to go. Ready to go home. It's October 1st, so I had to come outside and have a little early fall moment. It's like 61 degrees right now. It's a little windy, so I hope you can hear me okay. I got an amazing night's sleep last night. I needed it so bad. I really just feel like I always can't fall asleep as quickly as I would like to before my work days. So 2 nights in a row of not sleeping the best and waking up to my alarms going off for like an hour before I actually wake up, because that's just the type of person that I am. You know, I think we are going to go finish this clip in the office just because I have a feeling I'm going to edit this. I'm going to talk for like 10 minutes and then it's going to pick up on the wind and just sound bad, and you got your fall vibes. It's really not the best lighting out here anyway, so we'll film out here at a different time. I've literally been trying to set up this shot on the tripod to talk to you for about 20 minutes now, and I'm kind of annoyed now because I've been walking around, changing my battery, getting my microphone, moving the tripod up and down, moving locations, and trying not to let my coffee go cold for the past 20 minutes. So let's chat. I'm like really on edge this week because I'm on my cycle, as I mentioned, and I'm almost like regretting vlogging this week because it's like that 1 week a month where I'm just like on edge. I'm like fiery. I'm just like, honestly, anything could like set me off at any time is basically, you know, the mood that I'm in. So let's find my calm. Let's find my center for a moment. It's gonna be a good day. Today on the agenda, I wanted to kind of go over my plans for today, and then I wanted to chat with you guys about something. So today on the agenda, we have continue this vlog. I am going to publish a campaign with a brand that I'm pretty excited about. It was like a cool campaign that I got to do, and I got approved yesterday, so I'll be setting that live in the next few hours. So I have to post that on TikTok as well as Instagram and just kind of get everything ready to post on both platforms. I am going to go to Pilates. I was going to go this morning, and then I changed my class time to align with when I prefer to be out. I was going to go at like 11, but I'm going to go at 1 now because I had to set a follow-up chiropractor appointment. Can't remember if I told you guys, but like they took x-rays and stuff. So we're going to go over like my x-rays and what's going on in my neck and in my back. So that's at 2:30. So I figured I'd go to Pilates and then I could just go to the chiropractor after. I need to finish editing the YouTube video that I've been working on before this. It's one of my like podcast series sit down videos, and I honestly filmed it last Friday and it's already Wednesday and I have not had time to finish editing it and post it. I worked on it this weekend and it's just one of those like long videos that takes a while to edit. So tomorrow I am actually getting a, how do I talk about this? I haven't brought this up at all, but it's been something like behind the scenes, and I want to like start it off by saying, please don't be worried about me, because what I'm going to say, it might sound like concerning, but I am not worried at all. I'm seriously like, this is the least of my concerns right now, because I know that everything is going to go fine tomorrow and everything is going to be fine. And anyway, basically, I am going in tomorrow to the dermatologist to get some skin cancer that they found on my forehead removed. So I'll show you. It's so small, you might not even be able to see it, but right, okay, there's a really tiny red, like pinky dot on the top of my forehead on this side. It's so small that you've probably never even noticed it. I've had it for probably like 1.5 years, and I was never really concerned about it because I just thought it was like a sunspot. You know, like I have really fair skin. I get a lot of, I don't get a lot of sun. I like, I'm pretty good about wearing my sunscreen now. I wasn't the best about wearing it like on my face every single day until more recently. So that's something that, don't worry, I'm like a lot better at now. It just showed up on my face and it's kind of just looks like a little scar basically, you know, it wouldn't ever like scab over or anything like that. So I was like, you know, I kind of looked it up and I gathered that it was probably a sunspot and that it was just like part of getting older, you know. I probably got it when I was like 30 and it's really small. I can like cover it with makeup if I want to, and other than that, it doesn't really bug me because it's so light. So then a couple times over like a few months, after I got out of the shower, I noticed it was bleeding, and it wasn't like anything crazy. It was like the lightest, like it wasn't like dripping blood or anything. It was literally just, it had almost like opened because of the heat in the shower or something, and it was just a little bit, teentiest amount of blood. So once that happened like once or twice, I looked it up because I was like, I feel like that's not normal, you know? So I googled like, do sunspots bleed or something, like what happens if your sunspot bleeds? And I did get some things, of course, like never trust the internet that much, but it basically told me like just to go get it checked out, because that's not, it basically said that wasn't like normal of a sunspot. So I'm like, okay, I'll like make a dermatologist appointment. And honestly, I didn't make the appointment until it had happened like maybe, I think it happened like 2 or 3 times that it bled. And again, it was not that I was like putting it off. I'm actually usually kind of a hypochondriac and I always think that something's wrong with me. Like last year, actually right around this time last year, I had this whole like health freak scare where I like convinced myself that I had a lump in my boob, and I actually really did have like some lumpiness going on, but I got it checked out and they said it was normal. And I actually talked about that in a video like around a year ago. Anyway, everything was fine. I had to get like a mammogram when I was only 30 and all this stuff, and everything was fine. But basically I'm like I kind of have turned into like a bit of a health worrier. So I am usually really on top of stuff like that, but I literally just thought it's normal. It's a sunspot. I have light skin. But anyway, after like the second or third time that it bled, I was like, all right, I like really need to like get up on this. Let's make an appointment. So I went to the dermatologist, and I think it was actually like back in July, and I had a few other things I wanted her to look at, because y'all know me. I was like, can you look at this? Can you look at this? Everything was fine, but she wanted to take a sample of this because I told her about the bleeding, and she's like, yeah, that's not normal. Let's like take a little sample of it and we'll send it to the lab. So they did, and they called me back, you know, within a few days, and were like, it is basal cell carcinoma. But that is a type of skin cancer. Now, from what I have talked to the dermatologist and just everything, like spoken to my mom, etc., like I just didn't freak out. You know, because it's such a small spot and they're going to be able to remove it pretty easily, I believe. So I just didn't freak out. I was like, you know what, it's so normal too. Like, people get stuff like this removed multiple times a day, every single day. You know, not the same person getting it multiple times a day, but you know what I mean? People get these procedures and things removed all the time. And like, who knows? I might have to get more stuff removed in the future because, again, I'm fair-skinned. I have freckles everywhere. You know, my mom's had to get some stuff removed too. I like knew that stuff kind of like ran in our family and our, you know, light skin genetics and everything. I have to get this procedure called a Mohs procedure, and I'm getting it tomorrow. You're probably wondering why there was so much time in between July and now, but basically I had to have like different appointments. I had to go back in and meet the doctor. I also had to have a consultation with, I didn't have to, but because it's on my face, they told me that I could have a consultation with plastics people in case I wanted them to work on my scar if they are not able to like make it look good at the dermatologist after my procedure. So that was actually the part that was really confusing, and I don't need to like get into a whole thing about it because I just had to like wait for an appointment with them. And you know, it's fine that I had to like wait a couple months in between like finding it and getting it removed. Like, it's not growing, it's not anything like that. They don't think I'm gonna need plastics at all to work on the scar. I just kind of had the consultation with them as like a just in case to kind of go over all of my options. I had to wait basically like a month, maybe longer, for an appointment with them. So that's actually why it was kind of delayed. Anyway, I have my Mohs procedure tomorrow. So what they're gonna do, as far as I know, I go in, I'm like awake and everything. They're gonna like do some sort of numbing up here. Again, it's such a small area, and they're basically going to go in and try and remove the basal cell carcinoma, the cancer. I even just saying it, I'm like, I'm trying to just be like more lighthearted about it even when I speak about it, because there's no need to freak myself or freak any of you guys out about something so like normal and small that's literally going to be gone from me in like 24 hours. So basically they're going to go in and try to remove it in this like first round, and then basically I have to sit and wait with my wound open still while they test it. So I actually need to bring something to do. I'll probably bring my laptop because I am going to be like waiting around for a bit. Kind of told Jared like I don't think he needs to come with me because I'm really not concerned. It's like I don't think I'm going to be like medicated or anything. I'm just like in such a small area. I was like, you're just going to be like waiting around with me. If it was something that obviously physically I needed help with, of course I would be like, you should come, and he would definitely come, but I don't think he's gonna need to come. After the first round, they are gonna go in and test it, look at it under like a microscope. I think I'm just speaking from what I am remembering that they told me. They're gonna look at it and make sure, see if they got all of it out. Now, if they did get all of it out, then I'm good. And they just like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to get stitches. I think I'm gonna have to get stitches. I honestly cannot remember. They're gonna walk me through it again tomorrow. If I'm able to like record a little bit on my phone while I'm alone in the room, I will, but I'm not gonna record like when the doctors are there like doing stuff to me. So then they'll like stitch me up and make it look, good, I have to wear some sort of like a bandage for 48 hours to keep pressure on it. Hopefully after the first round, I'll be good. But if they didn't get it all, they'll find that out and then they'll have to go back in while it's still open and take out more and then test it again. And then again, like continue on the process potentially until everything's gone. From my talks with them and them just kind of initially looking, they do not think that it's very deep. They think they're going to probably be able to get it out on the first try. Maybe the second try. I'm going at like 10 a.m. and that will be like my main, thing of tomorrow. I know this is a work week in my life, but that is, an appointment that I have. And tomorrow I'm definitely gonna like, I mean, tomorrow and Friday, I'm gonna like take it easy. I'm gonna have the bandage on my face / my head. I don't know. So I'm not gonna like go out. I'm not gonna like do any workout classes or anything that I have to like show. I asked them on the phone. I was like, could I like work the next day just because I know it's such like a minimal procedure. And they were like, well, it's not that you couldn't work, but you're gonna have like a bandage on your face for 48 hours. And she made it sound like it might be bigger than I would, you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll like make sure to take off work the next day. But I am going to do some like work from home stuff for sure. I'm not going to be like out of commission by any means, but I will be like mostly chilling. Do not be concerned in the slightest. I also kind of wanted to say, just to like end it off, of course, the reason I share these things is because, well, of course it's like relevant to the week in my life, but I haven't shared it like anywhere else yet because I'm not like, again, I'm just not concerned. But the reason I do also like to talk about these things is just because I know most of you guys are similar age range as me. So it's just always good to have like a reminder to, if something doesn't feel normal, to just go get it checked out, right? So that's all I want to encourage. I don't want to encourage any sort of like health worries or anything. I think I've gotten a lot better, honestly. Like, I'm so proud of myself that when they told me that on the phone after getting back my sample from the labs, that I was just like, for the most part, I was really calm. I was like, not too concerned. They made me feel very like reassured and everything too. And I know this is just so normal. The other thing I'm grateful for, because this is, kind of expensive. I honestly don't know how much it would be if I didn't have the insurance that I have. It is actually still pretty expensive with my insurance. It's nothing super crazy, but it's definitely something that I am glad I have been working on my emergency fund over the last few years. And so that's kind of something I just wanted to share too, is like prioritizing some amount of money in an emergency fund is something I honestly did not do until I was like 29 or probably like around 29. And I would just be the person that was like, well, if something happens and I have money for it, great. But if something happens and I don't have money for it, like, I guess I just have to like put it on my credit card and pay it off later. So I've definitely like been that person. I feel really like just lucky and grateful for my past self looking out for my future self, which is something I talk about a lot, but it's not fun in the moment to put money away for things like that. And I honestly haven't had to really use my emergency fund, like much of it, in quite a while. So it has been building up a little bit, and this is gonna drain a lot of it, honestly. I'm gonna have to start building it up again, unfortunately, after paying for this. But I feel really grateful that I was prioritizing that the past like months or year or two. So I kind of wanted to share that too, just because you never know when anything could pop up. You never know when you're gonna have to spend $1,000 or $500 or more than that on anything, something for like a house or whatever. I always say, like, even if it's literally $500 that you have, at least you have that if something happens. You know what I mean? Even if you need something done that's like $1,000 and you only have $500 saved, that's so much better than having nothing saved, right? So like, you don't need to feel like you need to have a $10,000 emergency fund at all times. Something is so much better than nothing. So it doesn't have to be something that's unattainable. It can just be like a little bit of a cushion for if something goes wrong. And I just talked for literally like 30 minutes. This vlog is gonna be so long. It's such a chatty vlog. So do you guys like the chatty vlogs? Let me know down below. All right, I need to get my content up immediately and I will see you guys probably when I'm like headed out to do my errands and Pilates and all that stuff. My hair looks crazy after my chiropractor appointment. I was at the chiropractor for another hour, but they had to go over all my x-rays with me. I do have some sort of a disc problem in my lower back, which
when it's bad, it's still pretty good.
I was listening to Ride. I'm not that surprised because a few years ago I messed up something with my tailbone and it hurt for like literally like a year or something. That was several years ago. That was like 5 years ago. I told you guys I think that I get a bunch of visits, 18 visits a year at the chiropractor, so I'm gonna start going and working on both my neck and my back pain. My back seems like the thing that they're more concerned about me working on, so I'm gonna be going to the chiropractor like 2 times a week or something for the next few weeks, and then I'll be able to, I think, go down in frequency once I hopefully start, you know, having progress. I just got home and Jared is on our neighbor's roof, so I guess they're doing a job over there because his stepdad and his coworker are over there too, but this is kind of funny because I literally never see Jared at work and he's walking on our neighbor's roof. So also I did do a very small Albertsons grocery pickup, so this is going to be a super quick grocery haul. I got eggs, milk, frozen peaches for smoothies. I got some butter, honestly a lot of just like basic restocks. We did not need much. Frozen garlic cubes, or like, what are they called? Frozen garlic, I don't know. You put one of these and it's like equivalent to a clove. Buddy, it's okay. I love these. These have been so helpful for me. Brown sugar, mine dried up for the 80,000th time. Does this have a, okay, good. This has a zipper. Hopefully that helps. An onion and some hash browns. I want to make a hash brown casserole and I think we pretty much have everything else. So hopefully I'll get to make that soon. Okay, it is 4:45. When I tell you the day literally flew by, and I'm actually kind of frustrated that I don't know. I don't like scheduling appointments in the middle of the day ever. I feel like it's so much better to just have things in the morning or at the end of the day. So I don't even know why I did that. I will not be having any more random chiropractor appointments at 2:30 p.m. Anyway, I am posting my brand stuff right now. Just posted on TikTok. Gonna post it on Instagram as well, and then I'm uploading my last YouTube video, which will have gone up before this. Hoping you guys will enjoy that one. It's an episode on male validation. I'm actually posting it to my Patreon right now a day early. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow because it's already like 5 o'clock, and I don't really like posting my videos after like 5 p.m. but I post them a day early and ad free on Patreon for actually all of my tiers, but my lowest tier, which is $3 a month, is like VIP podcast access, and it gets these videos early as well as my podcast that I do on my Patreon. Good morning, guys. I have like 2 seconds to film because I need to run out the door, but I am going to get my Mohs procedure. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna bring my laptop. I'm gonna bring like a protein bar, protein shake. Hopefully it'll be quicker than, you know, a few hours, but I'm really not concerned. I know they're gonna take great care of me. Here is my last moment saying goodbye to my tiny, tiny, tiny little, it's so small. You guys are probably like, are you sure that that's skin cancer? That's what they told me. I know, it's really small. Okay, y'all, they left me alone to wait for my sample, or my cancer to be tested. Sample, whatever it's called. I don't know. They did cover it up. I have obviously like a big little bandage with pressure because it was bleeding, so they put this on me. I thought they said they were gonna like leave it open, but everything has been so fast so far. It literally took like a minute or two between the numbing and him like taking out the first layer to test, and then it took like 2 minutes to put the band-aid on. So I've legitimately probably been here for like 10 or 15 minutes just total, and they're already testing it, and now I'm like waiting. They said about 45 minutes to an hour, so. They gave me a remote. I can watch TV if I want to. But I think I'm gonna do some emails as long as I can get Wi-Fi, or I can just use my phone as personal hotspot. So yeah, I honestly need to catch up on some emails, so why not do it now? But yeah, they numbed me. I felt pretty much nothing. I just got like a little bit like, they did have to like inject me with some numbing stuff. So like that was the only thing. Like sometimes I get a little bit queasy about needles, if I like nauseous if I think about it, like when I'm getting my blood taken or anything like that. I just can't like look at it or like think about it, or I can get like lightheaded. I've always kind of been that way, so I just try to like talk to the person. So that was the only part that I was like I felt my stomach kind of like turn for a second, and then I was just really happy that it was so quick. As of now, if they got it all out, I don't think they're gonna have to do stitches, and it would just be like a small scar that will heal, hopefully pretty similar to what it already was, but we will see. All right, y'all, I'm not sure about this angle, but I put you down on the counter. I didn't want to hold the camera because honestly I just filmed this clip for like 2 or 3 minutes already, and I was filming like really up close. I thought I was filming in 0.5 like I hopefully am now, but I was not. I waited like 45-50 minutes. They came back in after testing my first little scrape that they did of it, and they did have to go in for a little bit more. He said it was just on like one side, so hopefully this is like the last one, so I have to wait that period again. They took out a little bit more, bandaged me up again, and I have to wait again for that, and hopefully that'll be the last of it, just because this is going to contribute to my like scarring size, my if I need stitches or not, if I have to get any more. So he doesn't know if I'm going to need stitches yet. I think I might. They let me raid the snack and like coffee bar that they have, so for people that are like waiting. So I made a spiced apple cider. It smells incredible. It's gonna be a great little treat to warm me up on this fall morning. And then I got goldfish, and I got some, what are these called? Fruit snacks. I might bring these home, but I'm gonna eat these right now. I've just been working on emails, which has honestly been great because I've needed to just like sit down and do that, and it's nice because I'm obviously just waiting here. Doing fine, doing great. It hasn't been painful at all. It's been very chill and relaxed, and just mostly waiting. So if you ever have to get a Mohs procedure, just know that it's mostly just waiting around in the room and chilling. Good morning, you guys. It is actually the next day now. It's Friday. I didn't end up recording anymore yesterday because I honestly oh my gosh, it's truly been like the most emotional week in a while, but I will say that today I feel so much better. I got a good night's sleep, and I'm just like slowly feeling my highly emotional state hopefully be moving away. Yesterday was just a really emotional day because I wasn't expecting. So after I talked to you guys and they were doing like the second round, they came back in and they got it all out, and then they showed me what was under my bandage that I hadn't seen the whole time, and it was just a little bit, it was deeper, it was wider, it was more like red, and honestly just kind of scary looking than I expected. I don't know. The thing with getting something like that done is you don't really just know. I didn't really know much until in the moment, and like nobody really knew. Like the doctors didn't know how much, you know, again, they were gonna have to like take out, how deep they were gonna have to go, all that stuff. But anything on your face, especially as someone that like is on camera all the time, you know, and I don't know, I just feel like anything on your face, like even just having to wear a bandage on my face for, I'm gonna probably have to wear one for the next several weeks, maybe even like after a month or something, depending on how I'm healing. And I guess I just didn't take all of that into account. I mean, I thought it was just going to be such a small, again, like as small as what I showed you. And I ended up taking pictures of what it looked like yesterday because I just wanted to remember like the open wound. I feel like I probably shouldn't put that in here. It's just like red and it's significantly larger than the little tiny pink spots. Anyway, they like showed me it. I had a mirror and I was looking at it and I was just kind of like, okay, it's deeper, it's wider than I thought it was gonna be. And they were talking about like, you know, stitching me up and everything. And I just kind of had a little bit of a moment. Shocker. This entire vlog has been me just being emotional this week and like overwhelmed. So yeah, getting my Mohs procedure done. It was honestly the heaviest day of my period too yesterday, and I just felt absolutely like the most, I could not like stop crying yesterday, honestly, for a few hours after, and then I did get myself together, but I just didn't want to vlog. I was just like, I'm taking today to just like rest. I just laid on the couch with Jared and I was just like, today I don't need to do any like work stuff. Even though maybe I planned to do a little bit because it's a work week in my life vlog, but I can just do it today, which is why we're sitting down today at the desk. I'm feeling a lot better, like I said. I do have a bandage on my head. Honestly, it's so much smaller. Until literally like 30 minutes ago, we just changed it. I had to wear the white one that was like a little big and puffy that had pressure, so I had to wear that for 24 hours, and then I got like a prescription ointment, and then hopefully as it starts healing I can like wear smaller band-aids. I mean, we actually need to get some other ones because one's just a little bit too long. I need to get some that are like either square or circular, so I'm definitely gonna do that just so it's like less noticeable. Luckily, it's like getting to be beanie season. It's October, so I'm probably gonna be wearing a lot of beanies and hats to like cover up my band-aid, especially like at work and stuff. It's not that I'm trying to like hide it. I guess I just feel like, well, I have to wear a band-aid on my face every day for the next however long, like month or month and a half or however, I don't know. It's gonna depend on how my scar heals, and that's what I don't really know, but I'm just gonna choose to hope for the best. Obviously, as long as I keep it bandaged, keep my ointment on there and everything, like I think my scar will heal. And then I did find some, they're called like scar sheets, and I think in a few weeks, once I'm like healed more, I can start wearing scar sheets, which I think they help like fade the scar and just help it like heal and everything faster. I'm gonna be doing some tidy style work from home stuff today. I have some of my spice label packs out. So basically I tried talking about this earlier on in the week, but then I was like, why am I talking about this now? I did take over all of doing our Amazon and Tidy Style branded products that we sell. So I'm the Amazon store manager now. We just have chosen to sell our stuff on Amazon because we are a small business. It's really, really difficult to get like random people that don't know about your brand to buy things from your website. You know what I mean? Like that takes a long time of brand recognition, and Tidy Style is more of like a local small business. So selling on Amazon is basically the best way for us to get all of our like products that we sell into the most like eyes, the most hands of people. So yeah, I've been doing the behind the scenes stuff, like working on our listings, which involves like the photos and videos, the analytics, like seeing how much we're selling, dealing with like if people are returning stuff, and like just kind of the analytics and like sending all that to my boss. Like that is what I've done for the past year. And I was only doing like a half day at home per week up until this summer. Now I'm doing a little bit more, and my hours aren't quite as like, I can kind of decide my hours a little bit more. So before I was doing like only around 3 hours a week. That's what my boss wanted. And we had somebody else that was like sending inventory to Amazon, which is actually like a big part of it, is replenishing and like sending the packages to Amazon. So basically today I'm working on 50 spice label packs that need to be sent out to Amazon as a replacement. Everything that goes into just making one of these, which I was working on this earlier in the week. This is the title page, which tells you all of the spice labels. It's 4 pages of spices. And then we have page 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the black color. We sell these in, give you guys a little preview of it, and I'll insert like some photos on the screen of what they look like. We sell these in white, black, and navy. The black is actually on sale right now because this is our least popular item on Amazon. So I am replenishing them because we are low, but it's the first time they've needed to be replenished. So if anyone likes the black, feel free to. They are on sale right now. They're on sale for like $9.99, I'm pretty sure, and I think the other colors are like $11 or $12 because again they sell a little bit better. These are a little bit more involved, like the packs that we have, because you have to physically put them together. So basically I go to the warehouse, which we were at the other day. I grab all like the papers for to make these, right? Because they're not already put together. I put it together in order, the 5 pages, and then we have these little sleeves for them, obviously just to like protect it and keep it together, keep it straight. So then this is what I was doing the other day. Put it in there, make sure it's like sealed, and then basically every single product has a barcode sticker that has to be on every single individual item before you send it to Amazon. So it's not just like one of these per package, it's every single thing, and this goes for all of our products. I had to figure out basically how to order the barcode labels because I didn't know how to do that, because we had like another girl that does graphic design for us doing it, and now I'm doing everything for Amazon. So every item needs the barcode sticker, and then these are the other stickers, and this goes on the front of it to like basically say what it is. The newer thing to me, which I figured out now because I've actually been doing it since like July or something, the newer thing to me was figuring out all the different like barcodes and like kind of behind the scenes things of sending out just one physical product. Now it's a little more presentable. It's ready to go. It's really easy to do. It's just kind of like time consuming. But it's easy, and it's something that I can do while I'm like doing something else. You know, like I can put a YouTube video on while I'm doing something like this and just kind of work through them. That's the first task I'm going to be doing. And then if you guys remember the other day, I went and I picked out our drawer dividers because those are the next things I need to ship. So I have 30 of those. So today I probably will also, yeah, because I already have to go to UPS and like make my label. That's another thing. Once I'm done with all of these, I have to find like a box that fits them all, pack them up, make like the Amazon, print out like the Amazon thing to like ship it to the Amazon warehouses basically, and I can just drop it off at UPS. That's been another part of it that I wasn't doing before, is just like keeping up with all the inventory, the packages, making sure things get sent, because once you send it to Amazon, this is a little behind the scenes, they basically take like a month to like receive your package, check it in, and then they send your inventory to all of these different warehouses around the country. It's pretty cool actually. You can kind of like see where all your inventory is going, and they'll kind of like divide it up in different regions. And finally, once it's like sent to all of those places, then your product is like fully available to be like Prime eligible. So it's a really long process. Like once I send these out today, they probably won't be fully available for at least 3 weeks, probably closer to a month. That's another thing that I've been figuring out, is like trying to just make sure that we don't run out of anything before we can replenish it, and I have to think like a month in advance. Now I probably do, it depends on the week. Like this week I'll probably only have 4-ish hours is what I'm thinking. And then some weeks it's more like 6 hours or like 8 or 10 hours if I really wanted to spend that much time doing this stuff in a week, and kind of just depending on what, like how important the stuff is. And it's nice because again, like I can do most of it from home. The only things I have to like go out and do are when I pick up stuff from the warehouse, and then when I go to UPS and like drop off the packages. But that's really easy too, because luckily we live so close to UPS, so I've been a regular there. I go there sometimes like 3 or 4 times in a week. Sorry, I'm just like feeling, I'm just feeling really rambly, so if you're not interested in this, feel free to skip forward, you know, like 5 minutes or something, because this is just gonna be like the chattiest vlog of all time. But it's been cool because our Amazon shop was like pretty slow for a while, and then this summer, once we launched one particular product, which was our metal bin clips, which again, I'll insert a photo of that because you're probably like, metal bin clips, what is that? Those have been our most popular product we have ever listed. They've been going so fast. Like, it's been really, really cool to see since launching those, which was like right around July. Our Amazon has just grown a lot. The work that I'm doing only impacts it so much. Like, I can't really, especially without like putting a bunch of like sponsored ads behind what we're posting on Amazon, which is a whole other part of it, you know, is like, do you want to pay to like have your products promoted and all this stuff? And we haven't done too much of that. So I am only in charge so much of like how the products do and the sales, you know what I mean? That's not necessarily something I can control that much. I can make our listings look as good and professional, and then you just kind of have to wait and see what people are interested in. So it's been kind of fun to have like a new little thing that takes up some of my work brain. It is 4:01 p.m. The day is absolutely flying by. I wanted to show y'all what I've been working on. So I've been making our magnetic bin clips main listing photos. So this is kind of what I was going off of, which was the one I made for our metal bin clips. So I kind of wanted to go off of that since obviously it did well. So this is the one I just finished. It's a pack of 5, so I did 5. The white ones I kind of had to emphasize because they're literally the same color as the background, because you have to have a white background. This is the one I made for the bronze ones. Super pretty. Showed it on 2 different products. So me and my coworker had a photo shoot where we actually like did, you know, we took photos of them, and then I go and like remove all the backgrounds. At least for the main photo, I have to remove the backgrounds. So like obviously these were sitting on a shelf, but I took off the background and kind of make everything like pop. I added text, which is like pretty much what we would do because you can use it plain obviously, but the point of them is kind of to hold a label. And then this is the first one I made, the black, and I really like this one too. We did a little styled moment with some Trader Joe's pasta for this one. So yeah, that's what I've been working on maybe the past like, I don't know, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. That was definitely the main thing I needed to work on today. So happy about that. I'm not done though. I'll probably be working until like 5-ish. And then I have to go to the UPS store by 6. So I'm really putting in some time today, but honestly the time has been flying by. I've been chilling. I have a little coffee. That is what I'm up to. I have this package ready to go to UPS.
Label must be properly attached to the package. Your UPS prepaid package must not contain a Do you have any additional items to scan?
All right, y'all, it is 5:23 and I am officially clocking out. I did 4 hours and 7 minutes today of Amazon stuff. It kind of went by really fast today. I think just because I was getting really involved in my like graphic design, using that very loosely, just like editing the photos. I did not get the drawer dividers even brought out of the car, so that's gonna have to be a task for next week. But I just went to UPS and got the pantry label sent out, which was definitely a goal of this week. So and then I did like basically all the photos for the magnetic listings. I will have to do a little bit more like finishing that up next week. That stuff always takes the longest, is like making the photos pretty and presentable for the listings, but I would say it's like the most important part. Tonight is gonna be so exhilarating. We're gonna tidy up the house and probably do some laundry. I know I said I was going to organize in the office with you guys, so I think I'll do that real quick when I get home to end off this vlog. And then just because it is a work week in my life, you know, kind of cut it off after that. But even though this vlog is probably so long at this point, like I'm definitely getting the vibe that this vlog is going to be well over an hour because of how chatty I was. I feel like I just want to end it off with a little bit of organizing, something besides talking about work. So let's go home and do that. Okay, so this is the little area this side, sorry, it's kind of hard to show you in this side that I have, because these are just open shelves, so I don't like to really keep messy stuff out there. Although I was considering moving the printer inside one of these shelves because it's not like the most cute thing to have on display. Hopefully I can clear out enough room in here by switching out these bins, hopefully, that I can fit the printer maybe in here, and then I can just have like decor on this side. This is the main thing I wanted to organize. This is like where I've been keeping all of my tidy style Amazon stuff, and it's all just in one big open plastic bin, and it was kind of just temporary, but there's so much stuff like mixed in here that I wanted to separate. Like the labels need to be separated from the papers that are in here. So I know it's gonna be probably a little hard to show you from this particular angle, but I am just going to fast forward through this because I'm taking my first listen of The Life of a Showgirl. I know it's taken me long enough. I mean, it is release day. I wanted to have a moment now that I'm done working to listen to it. It's only 41 minutes. It's one of those like really fast albums. I know she said this was going to be a short album. So I'm not surprised, but 41 minutes, I mean, that's gonna blow by, girl. Hopefully I won't be doing this for that long. Elizabeth Taylor, here we go. Okay, I did end up listening to the whole album because that took me like 45 minutes or something. I think just first listen, my favorites, literally just upon first listen, are Eldest Daughter, Wishlist, and Canceled. But obviously we need to listen like at least 5+ times to get our true everything that's the faves. You guys are going to see this much later than October 3rd. Okay, so this is crazy. This is all of the old product that I was able to take out of here by replacing with the multis. Multis. I had some trash, but this bin, there was so much that I had in there. This whole thing, 2 bins over here. All of this is going to be not needed anymore. I was kind of sad because I had enough room to move I thought I had enough room to move the printer in, and it turns out it doesn't fit inside any of the things because of these hooks. It's like not enough room as you would think it would be, so the printer has to stay there, but honestly it's not that bad. Hey, I actually have more room than I thought I would because I was saving this spot for the printer, and like I said, it didn't fit, so we have an empty small multi that I don't know what I'll put in there yet. I actually do not know, but I guess it's always good to have extra room. Like I can rest my camera, my filming camera, and maybe like my mini tripod in here. I'm sure I'll find use for the new space, but oh my gosh, isn't this just so perfect? These legitimately fit in here so perfectly because the shelf cuts off, like, if you can tell, literally like ½ an inch above where they hit. So it's just a really good use of the vertical space because you can only put so much stuff, on top of each other. So I will link these down below. They're really affordable, but there's bigger sizes, which we use a lot at work too. So I tried to fit them all on the bottom, and then I did have the extra, which unfortunately didn't fit, but maybe we'll bring that somewhere else in the house. This is like some paperwork and sentimental stuff. This is things that I don't reach for that much, like a big filming mic, different little like parts to tripods, and things that I don't reach for quite as often, but like filming accessories. This is just printer paper, and this one is actually my happy light, which I should probably put out on my desk sooner than later. I need to start using my happy light again. I still have my desktop computer up here. I moved it from the middle, and I just don't know, I like having it as a screensaver, but it also feels super random. I don't really know what to do with it because if I sell it, I'm literally probably gonna get like less than $100 for it. So I'm like, I don't know, I guess I should just keep it to keep it, you know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think. I don't actually want to put it on the desk because I don't want to have an exposed cord in the middle of the room. Like, does it look bad on top of this? I don't really know. Okay, and then over here we have, this is all the tidy style stuff, labels. This is like the smaller labels. These are the ones that are on a roll that I showed you earlier. And then this is all those, this one's a little bit tight, but it'll go down once I start using more of these. These are like the little packs that pack up the spice and pantry packs. And then my laptop thing didn't fit in a bin, but luckily it's squeezed right at the end there. Legitimately perfection. And then this is actually my, like, what I would put in an office or a desk drawer. So I have pens, pencils, Sharpies, and scissors in that. And then this bin is a little bit discombobulated, but I tried to create some separation. And this is just like some of my most reached for lip balm and chargers for my camera, mini stapler. Like, this is the stuff, again, that I would put in a desk drawer, but I can just pull it out. And then I have all the space over here. I probably will end up actually labeling these with what's inside, but I don't feel like doing it right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and finally end off this vlog. I know it was the longest ever, and I also know that I was a little bit crazy in this vlog. I was very emotionally unstable in this vlog, so I'm gonna try to probably edit some of that out just because I don't like coming on here and complaining about things that actually in reality are not big things, but in the moment it feels like very overwhelming and like a lot. And that was just my emotions this week. So as you guys saw, it's just a bit of an overwhelming week. But now that it's the end of the week, now that it's Friday, now that like my procedure is done and everything, I feel a lot better, and like a million times better, honestly. And that just goes to show how complex the female body is, the female cycle. I typically try to avoid actually filming vlogs when I'm overly feeling my emotions, because I always look back on the footage when I'm editing. I'm like, oh my god, you were being so dramatic and annoying, and it like gives me the ick about myself. But at the same time, this was a realistic week for me, and I think it's better to be honest about how you're feeling than be fake, right? So I think there is definitely a balance to it all. So hopefully y'all appreciated the video nonetheless. We'll be back in better spirits next time, I'm sure. Thank you for watching. I love you. I will have my Patreon linked on the screen. And just thank y'all so much for watching. If you made it until this point, comment down below saying I made it until the end, because I'm actually curious, because I think this is gonna probably be the longest thing I've uploaded in like months, but that's okay. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.